So, let's talk about the term the new Negro. What do you feel like that means?
The new Negro is like kind of like us, in a sense, but not really.
Okay.
The new Negro is basically like like in society when some woman she'll probably tell you, oh, you seem like you're like a Renaissance woman, because that's what it is. It's the Renaissance era. So the new Negro is educated.
Okay.
He reads.
Mm-hmm.
He reads like Langston Hughes, poetry.
Yes.
And he's educated. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So that's what the new Negro is.
Okay, so when you mean educated, do you mean like not just
He's not just book smart.
Oh,
he's
okay.
Smart.
Socially.
He's socially intellectual.
Okay.
He knows what he's not gonna go for. He knows exactly how all of us are supposed to be treated.
Okay.
He just wants equal rights, but on a stronger level. He's gonna try to go pursue it.
So like they probably have Du Bois double consciousness.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So then, if there's a new Negro, what would an old Negro be?
Well, an old Negro, for example, like Chicken George, that's an old Negro.
Okay.
You follow the rules.
Mm-hmm.
You always do what master tell you to do.
Right.
And you'll do anything. You'll give anything just to be on his good side, even if it demeans you as a person.
So just following the rules by like that said, no strain, not being too rebellious.
Not rebellious at all. You're very submissive.
Okay. Alright, so the new Negro. Okay, well, I feel like the old Negro was rebellious at a certain time, like for change to happen. You know what I'm saying? They had to push the barriers and push the rules, but I feel like the new Negro did it in a certain way of like instead of pushing and breaking the rules, they made their own rules. Does that make sense? Like, we're gonna have our own art and our own poetry and our own system and community, so it's okay. So probably like Garvey's kind of feel, Marcus Garvey. So, so how would you think this generation have a new Negro, or is it? What would this be?
It would be. We wouldn't call it the new Negro.
Okay.
Because we don't even call each other Negro.
Yeah, we say niggas. But...
Yeah, so it could be like the 21st century nigga. That's what it could be.
It could be.
Because.
Okay.
Nigga not meaning the steel hand. We're talking about nigga meaning an ignorant person.
Okay.
Because not we, but the majority they're not very like keen on what's what.
Yeah.
Like they know what we should and shouldn't stand for.
Yeah.
But they're pretty okay with the norm.
Oh, okay. So, I like how you use the word ignorant, and then when you describe the new Negro, the rest I said, he said intelligence. And so, I feel like I agree with that statement, because I feel like this generation, we're like, that's not right, systematic racism, but we don't really go marching. Like, you don't really hear about like big nationwide marches like you used to hear, or even like state marches. Like you hear it every now and then like after a couple of weeks it'll pass on social media. Like a hashtag will pass, and the only real time it was like a really big riot was like Baltimore, but that was like a couple of years ago. That was like at least 5 years ago. Yeah. So I feel like this generation is like a mixture of the old Negro and the new Negro. Like we're gonna be rebellious in our own way, but in like within the system. Like, and then that's where I feel like social media comes to play, where we're not as united as the old version of the new Negro.
They were forced to be united. They didn't have any telephones.
True.
No text messages. You can't FaceTime a friend and tell them what happened.
Or videos. Like the evolution of video cameras being everywhere is really
we have proof
impacting. Yes, but they still
like.
They don't. They still don't convict the people, but it's okay. That's not this conversation. But how would you like? What's like another example of like the new Negro is of our generation? Like we have social media and how we're not united. What's another
we have people that
Ooh, we don't have a leader.
We don't have any
We have
leaders.
no leaders. Like, we don't
No
have
Malcolm X's.
no Booker T. Washingtons, no Du Bois, none. Like, we have no one speaking up for our voice. And I feel like that's like encouraging this independence. Like,
If we had a leader, it would be more organized.
Yeah.
We probably wouldn't do everything on social media.
true.
We probably would actually have marches because we have somebody to fire us up in a sense
Yeah.
to go out and try to resolve.
But you think it's bad enough that we do need a leader? Not yet.
No,
No.
not yet. It's not as bad as it used to be.
Yeah, but I don't think it's ever gonna be that bad. But
no,
we
based upon
can't.
like how we act and whatnot,
Yeah.
they know not to push us that far, so they'll do it somewhat small.
Yeah, but
I guess that's why nobody really pushes for it.
I feel you.
Yeah.
I feel you. But then I feel like that's sneaky. Like, you're doing all these small things and you're not looking at all the small things adding up to a really big picture. And so it's just enforcing this idea that America has. But that's our discussion on the new Negro. Yeah.